how do you hire? What's your hiring process? How have you built your
So I
team?
think I told you, I do like mastermind. So I do. I'm a member of Chris. I'm a member of Eight Figure Firm. I pay. I like going. I like being around other guys that have done it already. Like I think there's a point where I'm like, man, I'm just tired of trying to figure this out on my own.
Yeah,
So
I say it all the time.
yeah,
We're not reinventing the wheel.
yeah,
Somebody else has figured this out.
uh,
Let's learn from what they've done and put our own spin on it.
yeah. Like why go through this? Why walk this path and create self-inflicted pain when someone's told you? There's some guy that's like, I already hit that landmine. You don't need to do it.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
so I'm a believer in that. So I like going to masterminds and figuring things out. When I first back like a while ago, the way I hired was I just like would post an ad on Monster Craigslist, and then if I got resumes and I interview people, if the
Yeah,
resume looked good and I liked them, I'd hire. And that was a disaster. Like
yeah.
it never worked. So some of the successful people mentors I have, they've shared this philosophy, hiring philosophy. And the first thing is like you have to approach your hiring process like marketing. It's got to be a funnel. You got to always be attracting either cases or people that want to work with your firm.
Hmm.
So one of the things they that I've been taught is you want to attract candidates that want to work for your company and that are not just looking for a job.
Hmm.
So your job postings, you got to like highlight your culture. Like, hey, this is our core values. This is what we stand for. These are non-negotiables. And really, this is when you join our firm. This is the culture it's going to be like. This is who we are. The podcast helps. People that want to work here. They get to see who the founder
Who
is and
you
how
are?
they
Yeah.
talk and what we do. And then you want to create this funnel. So you have to make your job postings. What we do is we put a specific prompt in there. It says if you're interested in this position,
Yeah.
do not apply through this app.
Yeah. Do
Call
something
this
else.
number,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
we make them call this number. You listen to the line, and it says send your resume to this email.
yeah,
We have to filter people out that don't follow directions.
yeah.
Then when they hit our email with then we do we'll add the hypothetical. It's a lengthy process, but what happens is you weed out people that are
Yeah.
just looking for jobs, and you're making them work, show that they want to be
Yeah,
with
it's
your
smart.
firm. You don't want to make it like super like and they give up on it, but
Burdensome for
list
sure.
little barriers you can use that will weed out a lot of people. And even then, when you get like there, you don't it's always you don't know like
You
does it
never
pan
know
out. You
until you
never
get
know
into
there's
it.
but at
Yeah,
least you increase your chances.
yeah,
But I think for us is that changing our mindset of like we want people that want to work for us. I don't want
yeah,
someone that just wants to work for a law firm. Why? It's like dating. You want to date a girl that just wants a
yeah. You
guy,
gotta be
or
selective.
you want someone that's like, hey, I like this guy. He's
Yeah,
cool. He's got this going on for him, and you're choosing you.
yeah.
That's so changing our mindset, but also you have to ask yourself. And I had to get this is we're at a way different spot than we were 5 years ago, but you have to be honest. Like, okay, am I the firm? Is this the environment? Am I gonna like? Am I attracting? Am I do I the people that I want to attract? Am I that person? Is
Hmm.
this? Are we the business? Or we're looking for this all star lawyer that wants to do good work and work on big cases and has a firm that is organized and has a good culture and opportunity and growth for them. Are you that firm? Like, and when you become that, then
Yeah,
you start attracting that.
sure.
I'm sure you feel like the lower you leveled up as a boss or leader, CEO, the better your talent has become. 5 years ago, I didn't different team as I was a different guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And I
So
think you
yeah,
have to create a corporate culture that people
yeah,
want to be a part of.
yeah,
Um, in my office, we have dogs in my
yeah.
office.
I noticed. Yeah, that's
I have
cool.
a
Yeah,
running joke that it's become like a dog daycare because
yeah,
there's like a half dozen dogs in the office
yeah.
every day.
That's cool.
But I think it helps. I
Yeah,
think people like working with dogs. It's the work is difficult work, and if there's dogs around, it makes it a little less difficult. The suffering's not as bad when you got
yeah.
a
As long as
golden
they're not.
retriever,
Yeah, that's
nuzzling
true. If
up
you
to
have your
you.
dog here, that's a good point.
Yeah.
As long as they're not vicious or nothing, right?
No,
They
well,
have a
yeah,
rule if they start
that's
biting, they're out.
yeah, that's I mean, God forbid something like that happens.
Yeah,
Then I'm
that's
screwed. But
that's cool,
yeah,
man. That's cool.
it's I think it's a pretty good work environment, and people are happy to come. But hiring's tough, man. Employment law, it's very, very, very competitive. I
Yeah,
think finding attorneys in employment law is difficult. There's a lot of
very niche
firms.
area. Yeah,
The issue I'm seeing is that there's a
mhm.
lot of firms that are moving into employment.
Yeah,
So the talent pool has has really been absorbed
Yeah.
and taken sucked up by these other firms that
Hmm.
are hiring away employment attorneys that I think traditional employment firms would be able to hire.
Yeah.
So it's made it more difficult and expensive.
It could be potentially lucrative. I know because there's a point where I dabbled with it, but I know for me, I just didn't like. I like focusing on what I'm good at, and
I think that's exactly it.
yeah,
I think attorneys should find
mhm,
one or two practice areas that they're good at
yeah,
and become really good in
yeah,
that space and focus on
hmm,
building your firm through that space. It's
yeah,
too difficult to be a
yeah. Trying
general
to figure out.
practitioner. I think it's just
Mhm.
it's
It's the
so
same thing with
challenging.
PI. Like there's firms out there that are all of a sudden in their family law they're doing PI cases. And they don't realize like they hear there's a lot of money in it, but it's a lot of work. Like there's a lot of investing in these cases, and so it's like it's the same thing. And I just and I think a lot of these like some of those firms I know you're talking about, they're starting employment practices. The big PI firms are starting employment practices. They're like they don't really they just have a ton of money and they want
Yeah,
to like do
just
something
throwing money
else.
at it
So a guy that like me that's kind of just bootstrapped, I'm like I don't want to even do that
doesn't
headache,
make
man. I
sense.
doesn't want to do that.
Yeah.
If so no, I hear you. It's but at the end of the day, like I think you do good work, you build a good brand, and you become that subject matter expert. That's a lot of there's a lot to say in that, man. It's more attractive. Like I'm gonna go, this guy does exclusively.
Yeah,
He's the work justice
exactly.
firm. It's all he does.
Yeah, just employment lit and work comp. It's we don't do anything else.
Yeah, that's it. Nothing else, man. That's
Straight to it.
the
Work
name
work
says what it is.
justice.
Yeah, I got you.